So here I have a 74HC595, which is a serial in, parallel out shift register. Now the way shift registers are made is that they're made with flip-flops, and these particular flip-flops on this chip happen to be really fast, as opposed to the CD4013 flip-flop on my neopixel without microcontroller project. This chip unfortunately has a propagation delay of up to 300 milliseconds or nanoseconds. And when I'm trying to work with 800 kilohertz pulses or clock pulses, that becomes a problem, and it doesn't light up this whole strip because of the speed of the flip-flop. So I'm looking for a flip-flop alternative. And rather than getting a new flip-flop set from the 74HC family, I'm going to use this shift register since I have a whole bunch of them laying around. So the way I have this wired is I have, power pin 16 to power, or pin 8 to ground, and then what I have is the clock and the latch, pin 11 and 12 wired together, and I have the clock going to that. The clock pulse is currently coming from this button. The data pulse is coming from this button. They both have pull-down resistors on them. The data is on pin 14. The output here, Q0, is going through this 1000 ohm resistor to LED. And then I have that output also from Q0 going through this transistor inverter circuit. It's basically an inverter. I've used the same inverter for a number of my projects, and basically what this is it goes through a 4.7K resistor to the base, and the collector is going through a 1000 ohm resistor to power, and the emitter is going to ground. From the collector side of the circuit, I have another resistor here, and that's going to this LED, and this is effectively Q bar. So if I use this as a flip-flop, I basically, if I want the data pin low, so I'm not going to press it, I'm just going to press the clock pin here, and it goes to Q bar. Now, since if I want to go positive, I hit the data pin and boom, I hit it again, so there's one stored in there, and then it's a flip-flop, and it works very well as a flip-flop. I'm pressing this button and it's staying on Q bar because I'm not pressing the data, but if I press the data, boom, and I'm pressing it repeatedly, so I have another one in there, and it works nicely as basically a D flip-flop, because that's the flip-flops that are in here, just D flip-flops. I have the output enable on that shift register to ground. So these flip-flops have a propagation delay of less than 30 nanoseconds. So it's basically 10 times faster than the CD4013 D flip-flop. And when I need an 800 kilohertz clock pulse, this thing can operate on a clock of up to 29 megahertz, I think the data sheet says. So the next step with this is I'm going to try to use this as a flip-flop to power the output to these neopixels here, in order to try to get better control of the flip-flops with my tester. And we'll see what happens. Stay tuned, and thanks for watching.